Hey, what's up, everybody? Bet you didn't know there was a stream going on. I bet you didn't know there was. Hey, what's up, John? How's the audio? So I just hooked up the headphone mouthpiece wireless today. So I just want to make sure that the mouthpiece headphone thing is working. And also, happy 4th of July. Today is our American Independence Day. So, America, woo! What is it? Today's the day where we blew up a bunch of fireworks. I don't know. What did we do? It wasn't the Boston Tea Party. We didn't throw English tea in the water. Did we sign the Declaration of Independence today? I don't know. What did we do today, man? This is why I'm not the best American. I don't know our history that well. I know enough to cause trouble. Watching parades. Yeah, we've got those parade things going on today. With Pikachu and SpongeBob. I've been going a little crazy here. So, hey, what's up, Wexter? Hey, Wexter, I got something special for you. I have something printed that nobody else has printed yet. It's Davy Jones by the Fotis. Look at all those barnacles and tentacles. This is like every Asian fantasy in one human being. Octopus, barnacles, tentacles. A pirate hat, because who doesn't like pirates? Ooh. Scary. So what are we doing today? Nothing really. I just wanted to check the audio. I did do a quick recording to see. Raise it up a bit. Raise it up a bit. Maybe I should raise it down a bit. I don't know. I'm not used to these kind of microphones. I just, it was like $60 on Amazon for 2-mic wireless lav kit. So I've got, got my wireless controller here. So that when I work on stuff, I'm not like bumping into a microphone. Only downfall is having the monitor. I do have my headphones set up to monitor audio out. So down was better. Okay. So keep it here. And I can monitor my audio on the little board thingy so I can see it if I'm peaking or not. I'm hitting the yellow, which is pretty good. My voice is pretty normal. So I do want to do one quick thing. I've been testing the crap out of this Mosquito BMG extruder. Just finished Davy Jones by Fotis Mint. Davy Jones. I don't know. Focus on his face. There we go. Yeah, Mr. Davy Jones. I wish I had a pipe. He did something with his face. So yeah. And I printed a tiny Pikachu as well. Hey, what's up? So let's see who we got in here. We got John, Chris, Data Penguin, Craig, Shikyo, Jojo, neat, Sam Evans, and Jeremy, and Ewan, and Casper, and Vexter, and Robert, and 3D Jimmy, and Joey Wow. A bowl of ice cream. That is basically what Independence Day is all about. A bowl of ice cream and 3D printing. What's up, WM Gilliland? I'm horrible. You can tell my ability to say difficult words as well. So yeah, what I do want to do is Mosquito sent me something really cool. They sent me. So this is your normal Mosquito hot end. Let me move my face out. This is your normal. This is a normal Mosquito hot end. You can see the brass heat sink is close to the heat block. But they went out of their way because they saw I was testing this. They're like, well, can you make profiles for the Magnum? So they sent me a Magnum version. As you can see, it has that little white protective space age thingies on there. Hey, what's up, Fotis? So I'm going to swap a Magnum onto here. That way, yeah, there we go. Davy Jones, SpongeBob, Pikachu. So if I were going to make a Dungeons & Dragons themed game, it would be Pirates of the Caribbean meets SpongeBob SquarePants. versus Pikachu. So yeah, today we're going to swap in the Slice Engineering Magnum hot end. And basically, so you've probably all heard of the E3D V6 Volcano. Scottish. Scottish people got cool names. I'm actually doing a wedding for an Irishman this fall, and their entire Irish family is coming to the Midwest for the wedding. So I'm gonna be throwing down my strongest Irish accent that I know of. But yeah, so let me pull these things back up. So there's a, you know what, let me pull the overhead off. Overhead off, don't need that. So we've got a Magnum and a regular Slice hot end. The Magnum variant, which is over here, has that little white protector, which basically means that the hot zone is bigger, which means we should be able to print faster. And they've basically said that this same hot end, that's the exact same size as this one, outputs Volcano speeds. So yeah, we've got basically a Volcano in the same package. That's kind of the coolest thing with Mosquito hot ends, is that they are the exact same size, but this has 3 times the print output as this. And it should keep the same retractions. So you have very tiny, usually of the 0.4 millimeter nozzle, you're pretty close to 0.4, 0.5 millimeters for retraction. Should be the same on here. Ooh, we got Mike and a fatal paper cut. Ooh. Oh, yes. The good old, I think that's the most American person that I can think of, is Danny DeVito. And we have a new subscriber. We have Gustav. I gotta figure out how to make that taco disappear faster. Let me double click on it. Let me see what I can do here. So alert box and global alert, 3 seconds should be more than enough, right? Subscriber, font size, font weight, media, animation, alert duration, 4 seconds, done. Okay. So I'm going to swap in this Magnum hot end real quick while we're on here. Let me go ahead and move Pikachu over. He doesn't need to be here. We'll leave Davy Jones somewhere nearby. I wish I could talk like Davy Jones. Davy Jones. Yeah, I'm not the best with my... hey, Oscar. I'm doing great. I have a Davy Jones printed before everybody else. So if you're a Fotis Mint Patreon, you can hop onto his Patreon and be part of his, what is it, Peppermint and Peppermint and Mintamint, Fotis Mint. So you should totally get a Davy Jones. And then once Wexter posts his, what's that, Steampunk Iron Man? I'm printing the Steampunk Iron Man. Steampunk Batman was cool, but I have so many Batman prints. I just did like a giant one. What is that? The Eastman's. I did Eastman's giant one. Peppermint and Mint. There we go. So if you're a Pepperminter or a Minter, you can have yourself a Davy Jones. And I'll print a bigger one. Actually, there's a bigger one right here in Mint. So there's a giant one back there. It's over here. You can compare. You can kind of compare the size. I think that one's 280 millimeters tall. So. What? He already released the Steampunk Iron Man? Oh. Well, that's cool because I have a printer available to print on. This one right here can print on it right now. Yeah. He's not as pretty. That was the first one you sent, Fotis. So that's the one that you didn't have 99.9%. So this one actually I printed with no supports. And then because Fotis was like, hey, dude, try this one. And I sent it to this big printer to print big. And he goes, wait, print this one instead because this one doesn't have an issue with supports. I didn't put any supports on that one. So there's some issues. So I tried to print some of these tentaculars, and they were just printing in air. So there's some damage to his design. It's still gonna look pretty cool. He's gonna be huge. So yeah, he'll probably finish during the show. I probably won't show him off too much because he's damaged goods. But let's go ahead and swap this out. Let's see, this way's down? Yeah. We'll lower that extruder down. Come on, extruder. Yeah, I got the Mark 1. I'm not as cool as everybody else. Why is that button... Okay. This isn't a bad swap. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't say that. It shouldn't be a bad swap. We'll put that right in front of everybody. And I'll hide back here. I didn't break anything. I broke nothing. Pikachu says I didn't break anything. 3 days. Ha! I got my Magnum right here. Pikachu's going to fight my Magnum and regular Mosquito in Mortal Kombat. Because that's what they do in Pokemon, right? They do Mortal Kombat. Alright. I don't have to remove all the screws to take this apart. I need to take... There's only 3 screws you need to remove on a Bondtech extruder to take it basically apart enough to work on it. So, let's go ahead and dump this tray out. Use that as my tray for holding parts. And then need to unscrew this back here. And I should also grab a small wrenchy grabber. That needs to come out. And this wire needs to be unplugged. This needs to get unscrewed here. Hey, what's up? Hey, we got White Knight in the house. It is going great. Happy 4th of July to you. I heard you're redoing some things for the White Knight. I'm still excited for that. Dave actually said I can stay on his couch and help him build it. So I just got to go out to, Delaware. So basically Bumble land. I don't know my geography too well. I know Delaware's somewhere out there. I think it's Delaware. I think Printed Solid's out there. Hey, my Printed Solid sticker right here. Hey, what's up, Steven? I got 38 humans in the house on the 4th of July. Doing pretty good. Especially for a surprise stream. I was just going to check audio stuff. Dude, that would be a fun party. Building a White Knight sounds like it would be a super amazing party. Way cooler than a 4th of July party that I may or may not be having. Who wants to socialize? There we go. I don't know if I'm allowed near DC. There's a lot of politicians that probably wouldn't like me. Alright, that should be all the screws I need to remove besides this one that holds the front cap in place. How do I turn this thing off? It doesn't need to be on. Oh, acidic sites. I'm sorry it's raining out there, storming. We've been having rain and storms like every day, so... Unplug, and this is why I love these quick disconnect motors. Disconnect the motor. Spin me right round, baby, right round. And then with a proper amount of grabbing, that pops forward. And can take the regular hot end out. Oh, I should probably disconnect the wires out of the back of it. Durr! Yeah, just dirred. Just that live for everybody. Did I put all my tools back into the correct position on my tool container? No. Luckily, I'm not connected to anything. Ugh. Ugh. So I can disconnect these wires. Now I can pull this forward without breaking everything in the whole wide world. Oh, I also didn't heat up the filament out of there. That's always a good idea. Oh well. Good job, Chris. Don't remove the filament. Snips. My world for a pair of snips. Ooh. Chris wins. Where are my... Ah, here they are. I need to print a really nice tray for everything. Get rid of this filament. There we go. Okay, new hot end. We'll involve this and taking this apart. Yeah, the audio might be lower. I'm running on a new headset, so you might have to turn up the volume. I haven't installed it yet. I'm just running directly into the board, but I do have my audio mixer back. I grabbed that, so I'll work on installing the audio mixer, so I'll be able to get even better audio magic going. So put this stuff on. Good to go. Good to go. And then I need to find a nozzle. Of course I don't have my nozzles nearby. I guess... Ooh. Will I risk changing the nozzle off of this thing and possibly breaking it again? Only if I can find a tool. I don't have to install a nozzle right now. Hey Ray, what am I doing? I'm swapping to a Magnum. So I've taken off the regular Mosquito, and I'm now going to install a Magnum Mosquito. Pretty fun day. Ooh, Harbor Freight. I think I have one of those finally in my town. We didn't have a Harbor Freight for the longest time. All right, insert wires. Very simple things. Insert PTFE tube. That's right, don't insert the wires yet. Insert the PTFE tube. And then, there we go. Now insert the wires before I insert the hot end fully. I'm still learning. This is a brand new hot end to me. So still kind of learning the nuances of installing it and disassembling it. I think I'm doing pretty okay. Now that it's in there, I can push that all the way in and reinsert the little safety screw that holds all the wires in. Had to rig up a new spool holder to run a 2.5 kilogram spool on my CRX. Wow. The German 3D printing nerd. What's up, dude? Yeah, I wish I had a reason to have a 2.5 kilogram spool. Oh, oh, oh. Oppa Gangnam now. There it is. It's the 4th of July. I'm a little giddy. I can feel my freedom today. Screwing that in, and boom. Okay. That's installed, that's installed, that's installed. The only thing that's always tricky is the square nuts like to fall out of the body. So we just have to replace those square nuts. One goes here, and one fell into here. That's a new place to fall into. One goes here. And we just put it back the way that we found it, which is always the magical... Actually, wait. One of the best ways to do this... Oh! As I throw everything on the ground. Actually place that in there. Always place this thing back. It works better when that's inserted. That goes there. No! Come here, my friend. Stop trying to fall away from me, square nut. Now this is confusing. Where did that square nut come from? One just fell onto my print part build plate. Build plate, that's what it's called. One just fell onto my build plate. Welcome to Linus's Tech Tips. Tech Tips. How to break everything. Oh, it fell out of there. Easy enough to replace. Okay, that goes back in there. Okay. Now it'll insert much easier. It's always the hard part is there's a little bit of wiggle room for everything to kind of snap into place. You just got to find that happy place. At least that's what I'm told. I should also unscrew this Bondtech door. So much easier instead of mashing the Bondtech together. There we go. And there it is. It's together. But let's make sure. Yep. Together again. And let's get some screws here. I think they're all the same size. The only one that's super long is this one. What am I missing in the chat? Do you know what you get 2 hours after Pikachu eats a bean burrito? Peekapoo. Oh my gosh. That's the cutest thing that I've ever heard today. I think. Hope someone was timing me. How quickly it is to swap a hot end on a Bondtech extruder. Okay. Okay. And then spin this thing right around. Whoop. Ugh. Sorry, Pikachu. I didn't mean to smack you around so much. And these two long screws go back into the center of the body. Shoom, shoom. There we go. What happened to my mic? What do you mean what happened to my mic? Is my mic not working now? I can see the audio on the thingy. Or are you talking about my old microphone? It's over there. But now I can talk and use two hands. Oh, the big one? Yeah, it's over there. It's just chilling. So I might use it for days where I'm just doing like I really want to go back to having like a community meetup where we just have to. Yeah, I'm like Madonna. I got my little mouthpiece. They don't call me the Britney Spears of 3D printing for nothing. Yeah, I want to have like almost like a podcast day again. The Life and Times of 3D Printing with Chris, featuring Fotis Mint and Wexter and Knack 3D. Ooh, he's got the arms for Madonna, he says. Those are some fighting words. Okay, that's installed. Push those wires in fully. Pay me, print me one more time. Wow. You know what? I am in a 3D printing rap. Someone made a song about my profiles and made a 3D printing rap. I think it was the Prusa rap. But they sung about my profiles. All right. It is back together again. Minus one piece, which is the Bondtech door. That was a pretty easy swap. I'm okay with how long that took. Like a live Z. Wow. All these fun 3D printing songs that were just invented right here, right now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see here. That should be good. I just need to turn it on and see if it works. Does it work? Hey, the fan's turned on. That's a good sign. Yeah, those are temperatures. All right. Let me... Oh, we have a new subscriber, 23 Midway 23. That alert box doesn't disappear, though. It's the only thing that bothers me. It's supposed to, after 8 seconds or whatever, go away. So, I'll have to figure out why that doesn't work correctly. Y'all don't need to see spinning tacos the entire time I'm working on this thing. The only kind of wrap I like is bubble wrap. I actually do enjoy the wrap. I am a fan of the M&Ms and other stuff. Let's see, and activate. Alright, should be connecting to Repetier, and there we go. And let's go ahead and heat this bad boy up to 210, and we'll load some filament in there. Alright. What filament do I want to put in? What I want to print? I don't know what I want to print. I want to be able to print it fast. I should probably insert a nozzle. I'm over here heating it up. I don't even have a nozzle installed. Only because I can't find my tool to remove nozzles. I guess I can use this wrench. Let's see here. Righty tighty, lefty loosey? No. Do I have a socket wrench with a 7mm socket near me? I took all my tools with me to the 3D printer meetup. So we have a makerspace in town. I'm helping them build a 3D printer. So I grabbed a bunch of tools and took it there. So I think I might have taken the socket wrench. No, the socket wrench should be here. That's just silly. Why would I take... Because I always have extra socket wrenches. Maybe I did take it. Maybe I'm a weirdo. That's a 6mm socket. I think I have a bunch of 6mm socket wrenches over here in 3D printer land. What are you? Ooh, nope, I have a 7. Let's see, loosey-goosey, tighty-righty. Good old cold nozzle swap. Do that on your E3D V6. This might hurt if I don't go fast. Okay. And tighten that in place now. Okay. And Chris needs a filament. He's got filament everywhere. He's got floor filament. I got some really bright yellow PLA down here on the floor. Let me see if I can see anything cool. Oh, you know what? I've got this ridiculous U-diamond filament. This thing cost me like $70 for 500 grams. But it says it can print up to 500 millimeters per second. Let me see. 500 millimeters per second printing speed. And don't forget about this is one of my favorite things that it has. It has double strength. Yep, $75, and they couldn't even spell the word strength. That tells you how awesome they are. So yeah, this is a good filament to test. It's supposed to print fast. So I also don't recommend buying this stuff. It's not very good filament. And it comes in this ugly color. It's like a beige. You know, I thought the world was better than beige. Here we are, using beige again. And load filament. Hey, what's up, Ann Busy? Ooh, and we have Steven. Alright, we are loading some U-Diamond 500 millimeter per second capable PLA. Woohoo! So excited for that. And preheat and cool down. And has layer adhesion on the easy P. Alright. So let's go ahead and slice something. Hey, what's up, Valentin? Mike, I don't. I'm working on it. We do have a website called prusacommunity.com, and I haven't been able to maintain it very well. So let's jump over to Prusa Slicer. Screen capture on. All right, what's up, screen capture? As you can see, I was slicing this vase. I was actually practicing velocity painting. Did I have that program still running somewhere? No, I don't have it running somewhere. So, okay. Let's go ahead and remove this. We won't print that fast. What do we got that we can print quickly? I saved those here in storage. 3D printing to print. Nope, not to print. Models. Test objects. I think I only have a 40 millimeter cube. I've got the Undead Bishop and a Judge Dredd bust by Eastman. Downloads, I have stupid stuff. I've got a spinning taco. I've got a surprise Pikachu. I've got the ghoul bust. Something that can print fast. All right, let's go to my mini. No, we'll have to go with Thingiverse. I think they'll have more things that I can print fast. Boy, I can't even think of anything. Test prints. Anybody got any ideas of what could be a good idea? No results found for test prints. Okay. Test. This is why I love Thingiverse, because sometimes the search doesn't work. Because, you know, why would I want a search that works? Okay, no results for test. I'm going to take a look at the chat here. Let's go back to main. What do we got here? Yeah, it definitely is quiet. It's the new it's the new microphone. So I might have to turn up. Let me turn up the gain just a touch. Let me see if this helps. So properties, and not properties, and filters and gain filter. How is this? Is this any better? I'm upping the gain. So yeah, I just upped the gain. So hopefully, you know, if that helps. Man. A mini and flatten it. I just need something that can print quick. Alright. Hopping back over to the... No, I didn't click on you. I clicked on you. I don't want to do like a cube. What could be printed quick? Let me take a look at what is available on the internet here for fastness. I don't think anything from my friends Wexter, Eastman, or Fotis can print quickly because they always have a little bit of crazy detail on them. I want to be able to actually pick up speed. What's something... The Pikachu's not a bad one. The SpongeBob is definitely a bad one. I can't have too many overhangs because going too fast is going to mess with overhangs. This is always hard. Printing fast is awesome and all until you don't have anything you can print. What's on my mini factory right now? What's in the free? There's a little robot. There's a municipal palace. There's some triangles. There's Frankenstein's monster. Oh, let me screen capture. Screen capture. Boy, there ain't much on here. I do really want to print this one, though. The Flexi Cobra. Flexi Cobra looks awesome. Might print those out and put them in the lawn and scare the neighbors. Who knows? Categories. Spare parts. Any cool top results? Nothing really cool. There's a giant bolt. Again, I don't want anything with crazy overhangs. Canon EFS 18 to 55 lens cap. No. Ooh, that's a cool thing. Someone made a little macro converter for their stuff. Okay, we're done looking at that. Categories. Ooh, board games. They got like a tray for. I do play a few board games. There's any trays for parts? Don't play Munchkin too much. I do have the Munchkin board game. I think it's hilarious. As someone who has played the D&D, Munchkin is hilarious. It's less hilarious if you never played D&D. Also, I can't see my chat while I'm doing this, while I'm screen capturing. So if you're saying anything in chat right now, I do apologize if I'm not responding at the moment, as I try to find something with a lot of flat surface area. What game do I play? Oh, I know. The game is called House on the House on the Hill? No. House on the Haunted Hill? No. Haunted House Bowl? No. Okay. Because there's a cool tray for that. I just want to get it print. I just want to print something so people can see how fast it prints. Because I have the Magnum. I can do like 30 millimeters per second, or yeah, 33 cubic millimeters of material per second, and it should be able to keep up. All right. Let's see what the chat has to say. Chat. Print a coaster. Ooh, print a butterfly. Gear grinding noises. A Moai. Those aren't bad ideas. House on the Haunted Hill. Still Quattro. That's a cool looking game. Something that the minimum layer time won't kick in and cause any craziness. What's the name of that game? House on the Haunted Hill? What's the name of that board game? Betrayal at House on the Hill. That's what it's called. No wonder I couldn't find it. Betrayal at the House on the Hill. I know there's like trays and stuff that hold the... Oh, that... Oh, at house. Betrayal. Let's just type in betrayal and see what I get. Nope. They know they have it on Thingiverse. Thingiverse. Betrayal. Ah, here we go. Little organizer thing. Those things would print pretty quick. That better be 2 pieces. Oh, it is 2 pieces. Okay. I should be able to whip that, especially this triangular one, around pretty good. Why's it got this thing? Oh, they made it snap into place. You silly designers. I don't need any of that. Nope. Not seeing. Whoa. truss configuration. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Do they have the Hellraiser cube? Ooh, Hellraiser puzzle box. It's one that splits into 2 pieces. There we go. We can see how quickly that prints. Be kind of a fun test. So let's let's download that. Okay, and boom. And Hellraiser puzzle box. Extract all. Extract. And files. And half. Okay. So that should be, for a while, that's all one line, and then it becomes a little bunch of segments. So that should be fine. Let's switch to our profile. Pretty BMGM. BMGM. I guess the regular BMG PLA will work. And BMGM. Where are you? Hey now, stop refreshing. Okay, or don't. Pretty BMG. Let's do the Mosquito. See what we got here. So print settings. 0.4 millimeter nozzle. Blah, blah, blah. Lift Z will disable the lift Z. We don't need to be hopping up and down while moving that quickly. Retraction speed's good. That's good. We don't need to force. We will disable wipe while retracting. And good to go. Machine limits. Custom G code. General. Alright. Machine limits. Yep, those are correct. Alright, so we need to take a look at minimum layer time. So filament settings. And cooling, minimal layer time. Slow print down if below 60 seconds. No. Print time is below 0 seconds. And minimum print speed doesn't matter. 60 millimeters per second will be our minimum print speed. And I don't think we need to do anything else here. Yeah. Okay. Make sure that isn't saved in my custom G code here as well. Oh, that is an old one. Wow. Okay, there's no K value in there. Good to go. And then print settings. And 0.2. Layer height, that's fine. Infill. We'll use 10% grid. And speeds, here we go. Perimeters, 100 millimeters per second. Small perimeters, 50 millimeters per second. External perimeters, 100 millimeters per second. Infill, 180 millimeters per second. Solid infill, 100 millimeters per second. Top solid is fine. Support material is fine. Bridges, that should be fine. Gap fill, that's fine. Travel, 200 millimeters per second. First layer speed, yes. Perimeters, 1400. Maximum print speed, 200 millimeters per second. And then advanced, is that under here? Output options, notes. There's an option here for volumetric. Where is it? Layers, perimeters, got that. And infill, yep. And good, and good. Oh, wait, that's over here in filament settings. And advanced. Max volumetric, we'll say is 45 millimeters cubic per second. We'll do actually 35. I think it's supposed to be like 33, but this is supposed to be better. So let me just double check one thing. We have minimum layer time turned off. And cooling. Wait. If it's below, yeah, if it's below 0 seconds, that's good. Slow it down. Good. Basically, we're not going to get any slowdown. We'll see if we'll be able to do any of this. And speeds, triple check. Small printers, 50, 100. I still want to be able to print. You know. And that should be good. Platter. And we can always ramp up the speed on the screen. I just wanted to be able to, I wanted to be able to print. I just don't want to be able to print something stupid. It was slicing in the background, so should take 7 hours and 57 minutes to print. Let's take a look at the feature type. Nope. Speed. So green, it says, so it should be hitting 98 to 100. How's the infill looking? Red, getting close to 200, 150. Okay, supposedly this should work. Export G-code. Hellraiser half. Okay. And let's go to here and repeat your server and I guess it's a test print. No, we'll make a new folder. Add group. This group will be called Weird Stuff. And upload and Hellraiser half. Open. And rendering. Come on. Finish rendering. There we go. At least it'll start to print before it's done rendering. Okay, we can go back to our main and go back to here. What did I miss? Yes, they're pushing each other, so they're opposite. So Ray is asking, Air says you do need both magnets, and they do want them imposing. So the long magnet goes on the left, on the inside of the body, towards there. And then on the right-hand side, in that little tiny, and this guy, and this little, and that little dude, you need to put the little magnet in there. And they need to be opposing, because you want them to be spread apart. The ball bearing will push them together to trigger. Yes, so many profiles. Just got my three still using Cura. Cura works. The Batman model, Eastman has a Patreon as well. CFPTG, the one I like the most is Atomic. It prints so well. Let me grab... I like that I'm not tethered anymore. I can just grab stuff. So yeah, I just finished a tray of... These are the little feet protectors. They print so well. Like, the layers... Oh, sure, don't focus on my hand. There we go. They look so nice. I just added this feature on this printer. Someone... They keeps coming up in the Prusa group like, hey, you should totally use these little feet things. It just is like a rubber... just a hard plastic cap that goes over your rubber feet. So, and that keeps them a little bit stiffer so they're not wobbling around. And I dig it. It actually doesn't wobble around as much. So, I'm shaking my table. The wireless mic that I'm using is a no-name brand from the Amazon. It is called Fifine. F-I-F-I-N-E. It was like 50 or 60 bucks. So, I don't recall. I can actually look it up. Do I have my cell phone on me? I do. Oops, someone's messaging me. I'm home. My friend is in town, and her mom makes the best dumplings ever. So she's like, my mom made extra dumplings. You want some? So she's going to drop off some dumplings. What? Some problem with probe. Oh, my Z-axis probably isn't calibrated. I forgot I was messing with the Z-axis, so while I was doing that, so it's probably off axis. So let's do that real quick. And settings, or is that calibration? Calibrate Z. My bad. I don't think there's anything caught underneath the bed. This is the wireless. So the, yep, that side was way low. way, way low. I keep forgetting that when you mess with stuff, you should always check that axis. It should work with the bare axis, but there is no bare, technically the bare Mark 3S carriage works with it. Sort of. I use the Veco x-axis. I had a hodgepodge it because there isn't a bare, like, Greg hasn't made a specific carriage for this. Bondtech did release a carriage for it for stock Mark III. So this one has, I use the phono. So the phono adapter. So let's resend this file again. Print. There we go. Gosh, that cools so quick. In that little bit of time, it's already down to 780C. Ooh. They're inviting me over for papaya salad, ribs, and dumplings. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't have the mixing board either. I just plugged it directly into the audio input on my brand new streaming PC. Thank you to my thanks to my patrons, which, by the way, is awesome. I just keep plugging in things into this thing, and it just keeps taking it like a champ. I wish I had that other camera here so people can see just how cool it looks. I got all the lighting. It's all rainbow. It's all fancy in there. So, the only thing I don't like about this, there we go. Getting these small little strips of filament off from the CFPTG. Stuff sticks like crazy. No, there's no mic input. That's insanity. Ooh. So we're gonna start this print, and we'll definitely see how fast it is. Wait. Why didn't it? Oh, it was still doing the stupid thing. Now I can send the file. I was like, why isn't it doing anything? Oh, that's right. I was still running the Z calibration. The bunny science is awesome. If you don't want to for me, here's my rule of thumb. Any geared extruder is better than a non-geared extruder. So whether it's the bunny science, scale extruder, the official Bondtech, if you go on Thingiverse and look for the non-official Bondtech ones, if you want to print your own, they're all amazing. They're all going to print better than your stock non-geared one-to-one extruder. So, you're always better going to something geared, whether it's just the add-on, the little printed add-on like I have on this printer. This printer has the Bunny Science add-on, and it prints great. It's awesome. It works like a champ. Yeah. There we go. It's alive. Now I'll do it 7x7. It won't fail the It won't fail the 7x7 calibration this time. Yeah, but the... Let me... Oh, wait. I have to look at my phone. I'm not actually logged into anything on my PC. Didn't we already do this? No. I don't think anyone works better than another. I do like the 3.5 to 1 gearing. So what I've noticed is the TMC drivers... they don't like speeds that are divisible by 3. So typically like 30 millimeters per second is bad, and so is 60 millimeters per second. You get more resonance. So I tend to print at speeds that are like 45 or 25 or 22 or 20, some things that are not divisible by 3. Do I have any affiliate programs? No, I don't have any affiliate programs. Sponsored by Chris. So yeah, I don't... With the printing I've done, I haven't seen that the Bunny add-on or the Bunny Extruder is printed better, but it's definitely a heck of a lot cheaper. And it's a fun project. Building it and setting up is definitely awesome. So the first layer is going to be slow. I apologize for this really slow first layer. It's just so slow. Dun, 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 dun. So, Rob, you know, the only thing we did here is we swapped out the regular Mosquito extruder for a Magnum variant. So, we should be able to theoretically go 3 times faster. So, I'm printing this design here, which has a lot of little things to it. And we crank the speed up a lot. So the first layer is going to go slow, and then after this it goes really, really fast. And I added filament that supposedly goes up to 500 millimeters per second. So we'll definitely see if we can shake this machine. I also up the travel speed to 200 millimeters per second. I mean, I basically just turned the speed up. And then I turned minimum layer speed down to 0 and upped all the accelerations to 1400 minimum. And the jerk is still set at 8. Yeah. Yeah, I usually print at 20. 20 is my go-to first layer print speed. Oh, it should affect quality going that fast. But the whole point of getting an extruder that can print 3 times faster is to print faster, or to print bigger, fatter layers at the regular speed. So I know what the maximum... When I had a 1 millimeter nozzle on here, I remember that my maximum speed was about 30 millimeters per second printing speed when I was pushing 1 millimeter nozzle at 0.08 millimeter layer heights. So when I did like the super fat layer Cthulhu. So when I go back and test, I'm going to do this. Plus, it's a whole new profile. Some people are going to buy a Magnum just to print faster. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Where's my blowtorch? I'm going to remove this piece of filament out of here. We'll take the soldering bit off of this. Add a little bit of some work I had to do, so I put the soldering bit on there. Is it still light up? There we go. Okay. Don't get that near the beard. Where is this? Yeah, so what's the point of printing with a bigger nozzle if you have to print super slow? Blowtorch is really cool because you can blowtorch things. There we go. That's why I always have a blowtorch nearby. So yeah, here's 2 regular mosquitoes. 2 regular mosquitoes are still 1 mosquito short of being as fast as this mosquito. I like how we're gonna judge everything in speeds of mosquitoes. That'll be the new rule on this channel. How fast is your printer? Oh, about 3 mosquitoes. Gosh, I don't like the color of that filament. Oh. Thick protonome. Yeah, Sando made a thick Chris gnome. You combine one of those yard gnomes with me. Let's see here. Viewer count. There we go. I gotta figure out why sometimes those alerts pause and don't refresh correctly. My watch is going off. The last time I did a stream, I think my watch battery wasn't charged. These smartwatches sure do keep you on your toes when it comes to... let's see, how am I doing on extrusion here? Pretty good. Probably could have lowered that Z down a little bit. Live Z adjust. So, there we go. Wow. I probably didn't pick the best model for this. I think a cube would have been better because this has a lot of intricate fine detail. And it's just kind of like buzz, buzz, buzz. Look at me go. Maybe we'll just print the cube. Let me go back here. And we will... The only downfall was speed. You really can't make a little tiny edge detail look really... It definitely is printing fast for such tiny detail, but not as fast as I wanted to show off. So let's do that 50 millimeter cube. Let's make it really big. So, no, not downloads. This computer and the A drive and 3D printing and models and test objects. And we'll load this cube in here. Okay. And we will change the height of this cube. So 200, 200 by... That's definitely not looking impressive. It's printing, though. There's just too much fine detail. So, test prints, upload G-code. Where's my fast cube? There it is. Open. That's a lame. Lame speed. It was definitely printing, though. God, this stuff doesn't have good first layer adhesion either. That's another thing I didn't like about this material. Look, it just peels off. Like, normally with PLA on here, I have to work to pop it off. But we'll never get to speed with this stupid thing. And boom. Okay. Starting the next print. I'll even clean the bed. Ugh. Okay. I feel better now. Yeah, but unfortunately, it'll never get to pace. Those little itty-bitty details means that it's trying to accelerate. I mean, it's trying to speed through this. You can't... It doesn't look impressive. So, I mean, it printed, and it's there. The only time it's going to pick up any speed is through this little tiny circular object. Like, oh, look at me, I'm so fast, I printed a circle. So, I have a whole bunch of confetti on my table. Ugh. Boy, I really should be printing more things. Huh, I've got a water bottle over here. Hey, it's a 3D printed llama. If you missed it, we've strapped a Mosquito Magnum in there. And we're going to print this thing really fast. I just want to see if it can print that fast. And spin the wheel and see how fast it can go. Thankfully, this is all quick. A vase mode would be good, too. Yay, I'm getting Lao sausage and some dumplings and some ribs dropped off. What's going on in Twitterverse? Whoa. Vedran printing in the Airy 1 copper. Well, I gotta go download that model. Let me hop onto my Patreon right now and download the Iron Man. Patreon.com. And if I click on my face, no. Here? No. My memberships. And Wexter. And come on. Steampunk Iron Man. Think I'm a holy moly tier? Yes, I am. Iron Man is under Steampunk Iron Man? Or is it under Iron Man? Steampunk Batman, Steampunk Iron Man. There we go. And click and download. Does this thing want a better bed temp? No, 0 to 50. Just wondering why it always gets so angry at me for not sticking as well. Go, go, first layer, go. Save file. Back. Steampunk Iron Man base, download, direct download. Save. We'll definitely have to print some of that nonsense. Show Iron Man pick, I can do that. Boom. Boom. Boo, Wexter. And screen capture. So glad I got this button here I can just press for screen capturing. So, Steampunk, Iron Man. Yeah. What? They need supports? What is this nonsense? Look at that. That looks awesome. I love this little fancy thing the Wexter's been doing. He's doing this blueprint thing. I've been digging the blueprint. Oh, I can't make it bigger. Make it bigger. Sorry. All right. RCCNC. All right, once that first layer finishes, let's see if it gets up to the actual speed I want it to. Always got to play safe with that first layer. Dude, Wexter's got some talent, man. He definitely draws better than I do, and that takes no talent whatsoever to draw better than I do. Hey, what's up, John? It's a render set in ZBrush. Hey, Chris Freeze is in the house. Well, then I am less impressed. I thought Vedran was making all of those renders by himself, little sketchy things in some sketch program. So, yeah. I got more things to print. That's right. I just downloaded the Iron Man model. This thing just does not... Look at it. It doesn't stick. There's like no strength to this material in terms of... There's no... It doesn't have a good shtick. That front corner is already peeling. And I cleaned the bed, gosh darn it. Hey, what's up? We got more people. Happy 4th of July to all Americans and non-Americans. I celebrate my holidays with everybody. Only because I like to be invited to everyone else's holidays. Alright. Where's my brass brush? Do I have one in the drawer here? I always got to have tools. But I don't have a brass brush in my drawer. I was going to say I was going to heat that up and clean that off. I still can. Brass brush. Oh. Oh, I'll crank it if it needs it. I'm going to try it. It's supposed to print 500 millimeters per second. I'm going to leave it at regular temps. Cleaning off the hot end. All right, we're about a third of the way into that first layer. I can't wait. I'm so excited right now. So excited. Let's see, what temperatures it want me to print at anyway? Oh, recommended printing temperature is much higher than tune. Nozzle. Didn't read that. So 220 is its minimum. Let's crank it up to 225. And then when it's printing, I'll crank it up to 230. It says 220 to 240 is the recommended print temperature. Bed 0 to 50. Yeah, right. You're not even sticking at 60 bed. Foo. I did see the camera mount on my Mini. It looks super cool. Low grabbiness rating. Oh man, I have not caught. So this was the best day ever. So normally when I clean like hot ends and nozzles, when I'm doing that, I'll have a paper towel with some rubbing alcohol, and I'll get it warmed up and I'll clean it with this. Well, one day I was like, "Oh, I'm super smart. I'm gonna hold the paper towel in one hand and hit it with a flame here," and I caught the paper towel on fire, and like it just instantly combusted into a ball of flame. Thankfully, the basement has solid concrete floors, so yeah, there was no danger. I did get my house shoes dirty. The slippers got covered in fancy dirt, dust, blackness from the nonsense that is. Yeah. Okay, that's doing great. We're about halfway done. I do want to print one of those camera mounts, but I'm really particular when it comes to camera mounts. So we will see how I love it. I have been known to look at camera mounts and be like, "Ha, that's a silly camera mount." Should have a tiny set screw for. Ah, there it is. Like, where'd my tiny set screw go for my Mosquito mount? There it is. All right. By the way, these are super fun to disassemble. I did repair. If you don't recall, I broke a nozzle off in the Mosquito hot end because I decided to unscrew it by actually screwing it in deeper. 3D Jimmy, I have used variable layer height. Works really well. I don't use it very often. Yeah, it should be the same printable camera mount that. Yeah, I've got a few. So I got my. My camera over here is using a really nice ball head. I should actually use a video head. It'd be easier to line up. But I have a ball head on here. With a carbon fiber tripod that I've had for years. I mean, the thing is, it's a slick carbon fiber tripod, and it is beat. I mean, I don't even use tripods that often. They just sit in my car in case I'm at a wedding and I'm like, oh man, I really want to get this really cool nighttime shot and get some stars and stuff. But typically, most weddings are in the city, so it's like long exposures in the city just make really ugly skylines. So I'll do a normal exposure. This is one of those rickety tripods, but I got this really nice, it's a little pistol grip style, made by Slick. I use it a lot. It's kind of beat up. Camera equipment I have more of than even printing stuff, which is pretty ridiculous. Oh yeah, I use the... So John, I reprint all of my extruders in CFPTG. The MMU2, sure, you can print in that. There's no negative to printing it in CFPTG. It might actually be better because it'll be a little bit stiffer than regular PTG, so less torque transfer. All right, we are now halfway done with that first layer. Sure can't wait to get past that first layer and see how fast it actually goes. A wheelbarrow. Yeah. Do you need to print any more of those? Have anything else with rubber feet on it? No, I just got the two stock Prusa frames. Blue and orange are my two stock Prusa frames that are left. This was my super stock Prusa. Nylon X. I did try to print all the parts. So even Nylon X has a small little bit of shrinkage. So it was close. I did have to do a little bit of tweaking in the final prints to make them pretty. So, CF nylon is the only nylon I ever want to print because it's easier to print than regular nylon. But once I get an enclosure, I would love to be able to start printing some nylon. I had some pretty decent success printing nylon, not in an enclosure. But the amount of glue I was putting on the bed to make things stick was just gross. Versus if I had a nice, nice enclosure that stayed warm, it'd probably warp a lot less. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little Pikachu. To protect my screen. I wonder. He'd get knocked off as soon as it got past slow speed. Ooh, Skywatcher. Yeah, I don't know what the future would be for me because I have the overhead camera, which is just a 920, Logitech 920, and I definitely want another camera like right here, maybe like hooked up on the monitor, aiming downward at whatever the printer is over here. So many things. So many ideas. My Patreon funding should be sent to me soon for this month. So that means I do need the one extra camera to aim over this way. Oh, my eyeball. Audios should be good. I'll get this, whatever these things are called. I'll get the mixer hooked up. That'll give me even better control and better monitoring, so I can't actually hear myself. Wearing the headphone and this thing is just annoying. So, got my little USB interface. What brand is this thing? Xenix. So, I'll be able to EQ and get that audio just perfect, because I don't... Yeah. Oh, I'd love to be on Hot Ones. I love spicy food. I think I'd be able to get to the last two without much issue. The last two are definitely beyond what I normally would consider in my edible range. But typically when I go to like the Thai restaurants or Indian restaurants, even the people who work there don't order the food as hot as I normally order it. So, yeah. So, and there's a sushi restaurant that will, when they make sushi for me, I'll get a side of ghost chilies, even Carolina Reapers. I'll eat those. But some of those hot sauces are so crazy, and they're just pure heat and disgusting. But I'd love to be a guest on Hot Ones, but I don't think I'm ever going to be famous enough to be a guest on Hot Ones. We can make a show like Hot Ones for 3D printing. Call it the Extrusions. The beard... No, the beard does it. Ends up trapping some of the heat, and then you end up, like, licking the side of your lip and getting a little extra heat. Ooh, hot nerds. Another idea for Earth. That'd be super cool. I'd like to see more interviews. I definitely want to go back to having a couple interview days. I used to do that with the Prusa Community Roundtable. But first things first is launching. Already started the process. I'll be posting an address. I have a P.O. box specifically for people to ship 3D prints, so we can go through like, hey, I'm having issues with this print. Take a look at it. What would you do to improve it? Things. So I think that'd be a really fun discussion day, and I can actually bring on guests and we can talk about stuff. So many cool things. But that would be super cool for Earth. Have a eat hot wings and talk about 3D printing. Or get one of those chocolate 3D printers. Get that chocolate 3D printer and put like hot sauce in it, because spicy chocolate's actually not horrible. It's not great. I wouldn't recommend it to everybody. SpongeBob would eat it. That SpongeBob's turned out so cool. SpongeBob. Even got that awesome... Is that overhang right here? Let me move that back in. Yeah, look at that overhang. Heck yeah, RCCNC. We can hop on. We can get you on here. If the audio hangs behind the video, sometimes that's an issue with streaming. Let me take a look at my face here. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. Let me see here. Properties. Nope. And settings, filters, settings. There's a way to sometimes do that here. Oh no, Huge Davy's still there. I don't know if I want to show him off because he's looking kind of rough with pieces falling off of him because you didn't send me the final one when I started that print. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't have it here. You know, the silicone socks are only typically good to about 265 Celsius. After that, they begin to crisp up and sag, and they never regain their strength after that. So, yeah, I typically get, because I'll take a piece of thin, I wish I had them. So those twist ties, I'll take the little metal wire out of a twist tie, and I'll wrap it around the silicone sock, and I'll tie it in the back just loosely. That's usually how I hold it in place. Some people use Kapton tape. That also works. I just don't find Kapton tape to be very sticky. So it can... stream keeps freezing. It can't be freezing. That would be impossible. Caleb, the Bondtech 3-to-1 Mosquito will launch once testing is done with. So once myself and the many beta testers are done making sure it doesn't explode, we will, not we, they will put it up for everyone to get. So it's just Michigan. Michigan's still cold. Or Minnesota. You're Minnesota, right? It should be on the bondtech.se website once it launches. And I know Printed Solid will pick them up here in the United States. And, you know, who knows, Matter Hackers, 3D Printworks, 3D... There's another really good store I go to. That PartsBuilt. PartsBuilt.com. Filament One also carries stuff. So... I do have a wedding in Upper Michigan next year. There's lag? Michael P., we have some people say no lag. Hey, what's up, Chris? We're getting more and more humans in here. We're also getting less and less viewers. It is 4th of July. Alright, we're almost there. Once this first layer is done, it's going to speed back up. It's going to be crazy. You can watch it in the overhead. Oh, sorry, overhead. And you can watch it here. Because it should pick up speed really quick. That corner is going to piss me off. It's lifting right there. So, happy 4th, Chris. There we go. It is keeping up. It is keeping up. I'm getting nothing that should scare me yet. Isn't everyone from Minnesota? Ooh. Oh, that's right. Raise the temp. Tune. Nozzle. 230. There we go. It was still printing at 220. The mini meetup. It actually would be fun to have a meetup kind of. So where I'm at is in between like Minnesota, Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan, Indiana, and Iowa. I don't know how many users in the area, so it's not a bad meetup there. Michigan's not a bad spot to meet up. John, I need to steal your rail core. That's good, right? Steal? That's the right word? Dun 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 dun. All right. So that's what 120 millimeters per second looks like on the infill. At 0.2 millimeter layer heights, at 0.5 millimeter widths. You would need a 50 watt heater cartridge. The 40 watt heater cartridge struggles a bit at speed because again, you need as much gas as you can basically to print hot and fast. RCCNC, Mr. Barry, I get my odd color textile sleeves from wirecare.com. Yeah, that's always the hardest thing when it comes to getting it speedy is, one, you need the higher temp cartridge, and two, you need a way to insulate that. So it's a copper block, so it definitely takes a bit longer to get to temp, but once it gets to temp, it likes to stay there. So that's the nice thing about these Mosquitoes is that copper block. You could get the copper block from, if you have an E3DV6, you can upgrade to that. Yeah, it's a cool. I liked it. I was like, oh man, since I'm not really modding this printer when I first put it together, why don't I just do an orange wire cable harness thingy? I do have the ability to change the depth of field on the main camera. It is a digital SLR, so whatever. I think right now it's at like f4. So I don't have a ton of lighting down here. So I don't want the grain to pick up. I think I'm at ISO like 400 right now, because it's at 1/60th and 4 should be f4. Yep, it is. It's not the braided sleeve. It's the. Let me look it up. Wirecare.com. It would be under. Yes, it's under braided sleeving, and then under general purpose, and then Flexo F6. So they've got green, platinum gray, black, blue, clear white, yellow. Yeah, so gray, white, yellow, orange, no green. That's printing pretty quick. Right, let's go faster. Let's go to 150%. Still printing. Platinum gray. Yeah. Options. Look at it go. Can you even hear that? Just buzzing away at crazy man speed. Temperature's staying pretty stable. It's not getting to 230. This is where the 40-watt heater cartridge becomes an issue. So we're at 151%. So it was at 100 millimeters per second. So it was 100 millimeters per second. There's no change to a 50-watt heater cartridge. So you wouldn't even change any firmware. You just run a new PID tune. So yeah, definitely this is what always happens to me when I try to print really, really fast on a Mark III, is the 40-watt cartridge can't keep up with melting that much material. So we're dipping a bit. We're at 228C. It doesn't want to go up to 230C when it's printing this fast, because it's literally just pushing filament out. So it's just eating filament right now. It'll do better once it gets to the infill. John, well, I can believe it because I didn't post anywhere. I didn't even share this. I just was like, hey, I'm going to test my audio and swap out my Mosquito for a Mosquito Magnum. But it is definitely keeping up with 150 millimeters per second on the infill. Printed Solid sells the 50 watt. Slice sells it. Who else sells it? There's a bunch of other people that sell it. I'm actually going to order another one right now because I'm going to need it for this if I'm going to continue testing. Because, yeah, I might get a min temp error. It's dropping another degree Celsius trying to keep up with printing at this speed. Sustained. Once it gets back to infill, it'll be better. But it's trying to push out this much material. It's pretty tough on it. Retractions look good, though. Surface is smooth. I wish this is why I want that other camera, like, to show you how nice that looks. I mean, I think you can see from the overhead that there's not a ton of, like, there's not a gaps or anything. It's a perfectly flat surface. That's when I get to the infill. The infill prints at 100. Stock was 100 and what did I set it to? Print settings and speed. I had 180 millimeters per second for infill. Solid infill is 100. So at 150%, I'm printing theoretically at 150 millimeters per second on the infill right now. And it's buzzing away and it's printing fine. Oh, you can go faster. You should. When I was doing the 1 millimeter nozzle, it was, I would eat 500 grams pretty quick, so half a spool would go throw by really quick. Well, Knack, hurry up and give him the printed solid link using your affiliate thingy. Yeah, no gaps in the layers. Looking good. There we go. That's why White Knight's here. Since I'm here, I might as well use it. Will that open up in... It does. 50 watt. There it is. Hey, it's on sale too. Slice Engineering 50 watt heater, 24 volt. I will take 2. Add to cart. Checkout. Oh, dang it. I don't have any of my payment stuff on here. think this is the last solid layer before it gets to infill. It's definitely struggling to keep up the 230 degrees. It's never actually reached 230 degrees Celsius. Let me slow that back down now to regular 100%. That is such a change. That's just 100 millimeters per second right there. With the temperature catch up. The sound is so different too. Whoa. Let me actually get back on the camera. There we go. Now the temp's rising. 225. A lot of energy loss when you try to print fast. So get your hotter heater cartridges. Let's see here. YouTube. And yeah, there's me looking at my phone on my YouTube channel. Okay, open in Safari. All right, using your filling a link, I'm gonna order me some 50 watts. Please tell me you're on the infill part now. There we go. So that's 180 millimeters per second on infill. Hey, the temp finally made up to 230 again. And it is keeping up. Yeah, that's insane. Slice thermistor I'm not using because the slice thermistor needs a new temperature table. So I'm only using the regular E3D. So someone's here with sausage and stuff. You guys keep staring at the printer. I'm going to go upstairs. My dog. Kona. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, it's nice in the shade. It's not horrible. Well, that's good. All right. You know, I don't know what the range is on this wireless headset. All right. Hey. Hey, it's still there. It's still printing. All right, so I got a huge bag of Lao sausage and homemade dumplings and more homemade dumplings. Ooh, and a dog. And a whole bunch of barbecue. So, okay. Come here, Kona. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Ugh. What are you doing? You smell the food? You decided, hey, I'm going to come down here and find out what this is? What, you want a ball? Okay, fine. Here's your ball. Okay. Did I bring enough for all of us? I think I did. There's only 66 of you right now. There's definitely enough for all of you. Dang! Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let that finish, but I will speed it up slightly. Let's go to 120% here. So good. High speed test is good. We'll let that finish. Other than that, I'm going to go enjoy my 4th of July now. All my people are here, so we're all going to go do the 4th of July nonsense. So happy 4th of July, all you watchers of the video live stream. Hope you're enjoying a wonderful... oops, sorry, that microphone might have been really far away. Hope you're all enjoying a wonderful Independence Day. Stay out of trouble. Don't blow off any fingers. Yeah, please bring... Come here, Kona. Come here. Come here. No, I don't want your ball. Come here. I want you. Come here. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Yeah, you're going to be picky because you have your ball. You just want to play. Look, can you see? What's over there? What's over there? Kona's more interested in this bouncy ball right here. So, okay. 4th of July. Have a good one. I'll let this finish. I'll post the results on the Facebook. So, yeah. Have a good one. Stay out of trouble. We'll talk to you soon. Next stream, I won't make it a surprise. So, good night.